Okay, this morning I'm going to take a risk. The topic I am attempting to discuss today might be a bit too much for this particular forum that we have here. Some might misinterpret it or jump to trite self-help or pop psychology. Yeah, but... So let's just call this an experiment, a test, to throw it out there anyway. It's pretty deep. We'll see. Okay, here goes. There was a CEO I was advising, and he had a partner who we identified operated out of fear. His mindset, actions, and decisions were all driven by fear, not by goals, potential, or opportunity. Now, I know you're going to hear that and think that that is a bad thing. And in and of itself, it is not really. Some of the most successful people that I know are primarily driven by fear. Typically, the fear of failure. That fear motive drove them to persist during times when there's no way anybody else who is sane ever would have. It drove them to stay up later, to get up earlier, to try harder, to get more creative, to innovate faster, and to push more than any rational, sane person would. Fear was their arc reactor. You know, that power core that sits in the chest of Iron Man or Iron Woman? That was their system. The problem my CEO friend has was he himself is not driven by fear. He is driven by gain, by opportunity, by a better future. As a result, they had terrible clashes. My friend couldn't get his partner to see eye to eye on anything. He couldn't get him to make the positive investments needed to grow the business. So at lunch, he was telling me all the ways he planned to convince his partner with all the benefits, the hope, the opportunity his ideas could deliver for the business, and so on. I told him that pitch would fail miserably. That is when I told him what I want to tell you this morning. I said, for people who are prone to motivation by fear, you cannot fight fear with hope. You can only fight fear with fear. You can only find the greater fear in not following your suggestion. You have to scare him your way. You have to meet him in his motive, which is fear, to lead him in your direction. This is how the halls of Congress and the Senate work. How can you get somebody to change their vote? You can't sell them on the greater virtue voting this way instead of the other will have for them. That motive is not strong enough. They are too entrenched. There's too much fear in breaking political lines. You've seen the episodes of The House of Cards where a politician says there's no way they would vote for a particular bill. That is, until the other politician changes the scenario to make the fear of not voting for the bill much, much worse. Suddenly, the choice is easy. They'll do the thing they never said they would do for the lesser fear. People, particularly those who are driven by fear, will do just about anything when you up the fear ante in the alternative choice. So let me remind you, we're talking about those that are motivated by fear versus hope. The drive to avoid pain rather than seeking gain. This, by the way, is the modus operandi of more people than you realize. If you want to motivate them, attempting to change their behavior or their mind on presentations of hope, gain, and promises aren't gonna do it. Trying to appeal to their sense of justice, right and wrong, and morality is futile. That is just not how they are wired. All you can do is present the case of a greater fear, a greater threat, a greater danger by not doing what it is that you're suggesting they do. Consider the people in your life, those that you need to influence and lead. Are they more motivated by fear? The fear of failing, the fear that it won't work out, the fear of looking bad? Or are they more motivated by the gain, the goal, the achievement? Consider it. I think you might be surprised. Do you understand the distinctions that we made here this morning? Let's see. Tell me your thoughts about today's discussion in the comments below.